I'm standing here with Semi-Professional Coach of the Year, Shane Berger. So tell us a little bit about how you feel about this award.
Yeah, obviously very humbled, I think, is the first one. It's something that I didn't actually expect. Got the call a couple of days ago to say that I was a nominee. But no, really humbled. I think, for me personally, I won the award 2 years ago, and it was a big goal to really put in the hard work and put in the effort. But, like I said in a previous interview, it's actually not, this award isn't just about what I've done. It's about help from administrators, help from management, and more importantly, the players. The players ultimately make you good or bad as a coach. So just really happy that they've bought into what we're trying to do, and they've put in the performances, and that's made me look good.
And what is the most difficult part about the domestic season? I mean, there must be a few challenges that you faced.
There are many challenges. I think trying to get your players to perform is one which every coach has always had a challenge with. I think also in the semi-professional setup, we have to fight the challenge of not having to play every single week. So we have big breaks in our season where we have to train correctly, and we've got to keep the players motivated, get them to play club cricket, and that's a challenge in itself. So we have many challenges that we face, but I think down at Inland we've done things probably a lot better than we've done more right than wrong, I would say. Hence why we've been successful in the last 4 or 5 years. But success is easy. Remaining successful is probably the biggest challenge of all.
Yeah, and how often do you give them tips about how they take the next step? I'm going to getting that franchise contract.
It's something we focus on quite big. Not necessarily the contract, but more the holistic approach to being a professional cricketer. How you train, how you have to present yourself in public. There's so many factors that come into the equation when it becomes when you have to become a professional cricketer. So we try to take the approach where we as professionals we can at our level, trying to get the guys ready and prepared for franchise level. So when they get there, it's not a massive shock to the system. They've been there, done it before. I think the transition from player to coach is completely different to coaching. Is completely different to playing. What I've found is I have to now. I'm in charge of 20 players in a squad, whereas previously when I was playing it was more focusing on yourself, worrying what I had to do. Now you focus on the whole squad, and I think I always ask the question, how would I want to train as a player, and I try to answer those questions by the way I coach, and that's it. Like I said, it's a completely different transition. So you've got to be really organised, you've got to be really focused, and you've got to be ahead of the game the whole time. You've got to do your homework, and you've got to make sure that you know all the answers when the players ask you. You're not always going to have every answer, but I think the more prepared you are, and passionate to do the work. I think that's the thing. If you're passionate to do something, you'll do it at 100%, and hopefully that remains. And until the day I don't have that passion anymore is the day I'll stop. So my career, I mean, if I look back now, and what's the thing the coaches always say is I wish I knew then what I knew now. In terms of preparation and my own game. If I look at the modern day way of playing, there's no stone left unturned. These players, from the player development plans to national academies, to all sorts of high performance programs that are put in place now. That's the biggest change I think over the last few years is all the boxes are ticked rather than being left on your own to manage yourself. So any advice to any young player now, if you work hard and you're prepared to listen to the guys that are giving you good advice, I have no doubt that you'll get through the system, and you can make a dent in the system.